Coach also has quite the expectations to keep in mind. South Dakota's been really good for a really long time. They win the tap. Off we go. Last game of the day. South Dakota and DePaul get us going from Atlantis. Grace Larkins, who does a little bit of everything for South Dakota, not named Caitlin Clark. Yes, she's in that category. Her numbers are that good. It's still DePaul basketball. The long-range bomb is up and good.
Good by Sidor to gather her feet under herself and go up strong and patient.
Breakneck pace. Avila Ambrosi missed the shot. DePaul with numbers again. Sidor keeps it herself, and that's buckets on back-to-back trips. We're not quite delirious yet, but we're getting there.
Speak for yourself.
People's no good. South Dakota rebound.
Good drive by Peoples, finding the lane that's open though, but a cash money three.
Roll the lead. Larkins inside, nice cut, better finish. There's Alexi Hempy again.
The tough thing about being a team that loves to shoot the three and always trust shooting the three, as DePaul gets some points down low in transition. But if DePaul can get out in transition and get some of those paint points, better off for them.
DePaul is just 1 of 8 from deep. South Dakota will try one. That's Carly Duffy. Oh, they lost O'Harry. That's back-to-back buckets for the freshman.
Honestly, me too. I'll admit it.
Peoples, yes, her first points. Peoples has been stuffing the stat sheet so far this season. 20 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. Gilbert right up the floor to a wide open teammate. DePaul's getting back in it.
One pass into the offense, because then they can at least have someone down there for second chance points on weak side.
Another cut to the rim and another finish for South Dakota.
No possible way anyone felt comfortable shooting that basketball on DePaul's end.
Steal for Peoples. Anaya Peoples. Roll off. Allen the finish. South Dakota's had a double-digit lead at times in this first half. That's on the cut to the rim. South Dakota with the answer.
Because she sets you up with a slow pace at first and then switches speed with a quickness.
All down by 6. And Kate Clark, their leading scorer, who just scored 32 last game, hasn't scored yet. Now it's an 8-point game. Peoples needs to make a little bit of magic. Oh, it's stolen by Gilbert. Look at the effort. Gilbert missed the layup, though. Still fighting down there. And DePaul, after all that, gets a basket.
Second chance opportunities for DePaul, that's huge. And they're losing the rebounding battle overall right now, but those offensive boards were big.
Corner 3. Michelle Sidor off. DePaul just cannot buy a 3 in this first half. Oh, my goodness. I hope they call thank you. Larkins will take it. Nice shot fake. Peoples, another shot fake. And this time, a kind roll.
Tough for DePaul. That was good ball movement, working it from the inside out.
Avila Ambrosi hits for South Dakota.
Ditch that idea and just start going for paint points only.
Larkins spinning and scoring with her left hand.
Points, rebounds, assists, and steals. She's putting on a show tonight. Put them in the spin cycle. Larkins.
Trying anything to get this offense unglued. Allen got blocked. Mazurek. He's not going to be rattled by this situation, but South Dakota has rattled his team tonight. Kendall Holmes. Yes, and off to the line.
Drawing the contact, Holmes has her eyes up on the rim right there. Uses the offhand. The fact that they're a whole new team, 8 new players on this team, and Coach Bruno told us that they are still kind of having a hard time finding their identity, as they at least have an identity down low, being tough. But they're having a hard time finding an identity of a go-to scorer.
Kendall Holmes again.
Holmes in that zone. She's feeling the fire, and that's a heat check moment.
Answer on the red. All those three back.
Gilbert, the drive there. Good finesse on the underhand.
Problem is two-pronged offensively. They can't hit a three, and their top scorer, Kate Clark, has still not scored. Hempy, South Dakota, cannot miss. There's a steal. DePaul has a steal, but on her way to the rim, Gilbert got swatted. Kiefer's pass, intercepted. Caitlin Gilbert for two. There's nothing that'll get you in Bruno's doghouse, quite like not moving your feet defensively. Larkin's moving her feet and scoring on and on.
Larkins is just flat out fun to watch. She scores on all three levels and consistently.
On the other end, Peoples gets it back.
Peoples dips that shoulder early before she even goes up for the shot. Okay, go green, go white. We needed that one.
Count it. And one. South Dakota has everything going right. Took Gary for the line.
To her game, the raw emotion after this big bucket. And wow, the deep.
Grace Larkins to a cutting Tori DePaul. Duffy hit another one.
South Dakota up to 58% from the field. And they're just feeling good about themselves as DePaul misses another three there.
Avila Ambrosi. One more to Larkins. This is turning into a banner night. That third quarter was filled with gorgeous basketball like this.
If you're a DePaul fan, aren't thinking about that right now, but it's clear in the shooting percentage that it has to be in the back of their mind.
They'll keep trying them. Oh, one finally goes in. Grace Larkins with 17 points for South Dakota. Kendall Holmes, former DePaul Blue Demon, had it blocked by Peoples, her old teammate. There's some good-looking basketball for DePaul. Allen to the rim for two. But there's also time here. Allen to Gilbert. But a two-woman game works out. Check it. That was Peoples probing baseline for two.
You would think with some of the numbers worked out on the page, this game would be different. Oh, and a big block.
Larkins again.
Larkins, great footwork right there. Super patient within that footwork, just waiting for Allen to bite.
That time, Peoples got South Dakota to bite of the fake.
She has a presence that is unmatched. The way that she...
Reload for South Dakota. DePaul rolling to the rim and scoring again. Gilbert into the front court. Down to Peoples. Off the glass and good.
Ready to win this entire thing.
Larkins, that time the floater got altered. DePaul gets up the floor as fast as they can.
That is going to be something that is still definitely learned from this game and talked about. South Dakota with 20 turnovers. Allen without hesitation.
Kiefer triggers the inbound. Home run pass ahead to Larkins. And that is always a good recipe for South Dakota. Peoples up and in. 10-point game.
Play keep away basketball the right way without getting a turnover at the end there, but they end this game with 21 turnovers on the night. Something to learn from this game outside of all the confidence they'll take away.